I wanted to send a message to all people out there that the trans community is not coming against you in any way, shape, or form. We are not here to attack you or prey on your children. We are here to live our lives happily as we are, and that's all we need.
Not in a mean way, but my parents always kind of taught me that to stay away from them, and they were a person, yeah, but not someone you should hang out with, not someone you should be friends with. Like, leave them alone. Don't go anywhere near them.
I think a misconception about the trans community they used to believe is that gender is on a binary spectrum, that you're either a male, you're a female, you're a man or a woman, but in reality I think gender is on a spectrum of 1 to 100 scale. I think most humans don't fall between the 1 or the 100. I think most people's gender is on a fluidity of a 1 to 100 scale. And I believe that growing up, we're taught that we're either in this box or that box. In reality, that we're all bleed somewhere in between.
Yeah, and I agree, because like I can go to, like, not like for example, but I can go to places like when I was in New York, it would hurt to see, specifically by Stonewall. So where, all the riots happened way back when we had the parades, like in June, because June is Pride Month, right? And that's my month too. So when I would see people want to go in bars and things, I feel not bad for them, but I want to, as a person, like push them to say you shouldn't be afraid to go to places that you think won't allow our kind. And I say that because this is our community. So when people like to have cliques, it hurts the trans, in my opinion, because if they want to do certain things, I feel like they won't allow themselves to go to that extra mile because of what people may say or think or talk about them. And it gives them more of a reason to feel like, oh, I'm going to be closed in more. I'm going to have lack of confidence, because this is supposed to be like our world, right? This is the life that we want to live. This is the life that we choose to live.
Nothing really comes to mind. I mean, besides the stupid comments every once in a while. Like hanging out with my cousin or something, I'll see the looks. Or like, if they're not there, I'll hear the comments, oh, they're so weird, or why are they doing that? Stuff like that. And it just kind of makes me mad, because don't talk on things you don't understand. If you don't understand it, either ask or just leave it be.
But trans rights should be accepted. Like, there shouldn't have to be a debate on somebody's health or anything like that. They deserve the rights of everybody else. They're a person. Just because you don't agree with their transition doesn't mean that they should have to be without it, that they're less than a person, because they're not. They're just like everybody else.
I think it's inhumane, it's immoral, and it's counterproductive. It's a human rights violation that the trans community has to consistently ask and advocate for basic needs, be it housing, healthcare, or just affirmation of self. It's a disservice to our fellow humans and to our neighbors to not treat people with respect and compassion. And I think we all need to be bought into the movement of ensuring that trans folks have equal rights and equitable opportunities as the rest of us. We're not free until we're all free.
I think it's very sad that some people don't pay attention to the LGBTQ as a whole, and for trans specifically, it's heartbreaking, because I feel like they don't get a chance to be heard when it comes to having their voice heard. A lot of us are, I feel personally, the voice of the voiceless. When we do want to reach out or represent for our community, it's not fair, because I know a lot of things that are happening in the world where there are different states that are getting approved and getting the okay for like marriages and things. Why can't trans be one of them? My thing is, if you're a person who represents or supports someone, don't lie and say you don't. And if you want to give them like a chance to express themselves, don't say, oh, I support you, I love you for who you are. If you want to be born this way, but be trans, that's fine with you. You shouldn't have to have a person tell you no. It's your life. You should do what you want to do. You should be free as you are. I would personally say, for people who are trans, do what's best for you. Don't be a people pleaser. If you know who you were born to be for yourself, just be who you are.
No, they don't. They don't treat us like we should be treated. Because a lot of them see us come in and like, oh, they should be out in the corner somewhere, or they should be at home hiding themselves instead of being out in public and come and get help. Come and see us.
I think because like systematically it's supposed to keep everybody in a certain way, and if they follow Bible standards, it does that. Like a lot of people feel like since it's in the Bible that like any homosexual, like transgender, like that's looked down on in the Bible, like that is just something that shouldn't be like thought about, talked about, or anything, and like that's why they repress it as much as they do, because it keeps everybody in a certain system, even though it's unfair and not right.
Because too many people are set in the old ways of man and woman. Adam and Eve. They don't see the rest of the people as humans.
Be who you are, and we need more rights. We need more advocates. We need more rights for like petitions. We need to take this to the Supreme Court. We need to take this to the judge. Take it to Biden even. Like if he has Kamala, representing LGBTQ, then speak up and say something. So you see something, say something.
I think it's harder for trans people because like the government doesn't really want to like see us as we are. They want to see us as we used to be, and they're like, well, why can't you stay what you are instead of changing yourself? And for some people, changing themselves is better than staying in the way they were. And it makes it harder because some people don't realize that I'm changing myself to make me feel better, to make my mental health better. And changing my name is part of that mental health, making the mental health better. Then why make it so hard?
I love my trans family.
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 I love my trans family and all the LGBT family.